There we go. There we go. Drop. There it is. Do it. Just the body. Nice and there. Oh! Oh my days.
Watch this video for me.
Alright, if he pops this in now.
You know what?
There you are. What's going on, guys? Just let me finish my jollof. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about this. You know when it's just resonating with the soul and that. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, man. Gotta finish it off. Welcome back to Olan Techers. You know what I'm saying? If you subscribed, man's liking you still, man's loving you, man's feeling you still. Hey, well, no. Alright, pause. Alright, run that one back. If you subscribed, I appreciate you. If you've been following from TikTok, I appreciate you. If you're following from Insta, I appreciate you, man. But today, we're talking about the Australian system, man. We're talking about different things that I experienced, different things that I think that you need to know, the pros, the cons, the goods, the bads. We're talking all of that, man. Especially as a foreign player coming over, the sort of things that you might need to know or might need to think about. We're getting into all of that, man. So listen up. I'll try and make this one as short as possible, as quick as possible for you guys. I'm not trying to drag it out. Let's dive straight into it. We're going to start off with the different systems in Australia. Okay, so when you first come, I had no idea what NPL 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 state league. I had no idea what any of that was. So basically, if your NPL 1 is the one below A League, technically, even though there's no promotion relegation. So there's NPL 1, NPL 2, NPL 3, and NPL 4, which they're getting rid of next year. Obviously, NPL 1's the highest, NPL 4 being the lowest. Don't want to be playing down there. Listen, I've done it, and I went there again. Yeah, I had to dabble in a little bit of this year, and I thought, whoa. I'm just gonna say, if you played National League South or National League, or even Evo Stick, the one below National League, you could slot straight into NPL 1 or NPL 2, not really needing an agent or whatever to come over. Personally, that's what I believe anyway. The standard is decent still. It's decent still. The ball's not in the air as much. You get what I'm saying? So you got to play a little bit, but depending, I think that's where I think the level's at. Like National League South, Evo Stick's not a huge difference. I think you can slot in NPL 1. Expect, listen, man, if you've played at a decent level in England, I'm talking obviously National League South, National League, all of them things there, I think you could, like I said, slot in. You're still going to have to go on trial, you're still going to have to do all of that, you're still going to have to bargain your way in, but like I said, you'll probably find a decent team in and around NPL 1, 2, you shouldn't have to drop down too low. But I am going to go into the pros and cons of being a foreign player coming to Australia and the reason why they made it harder for us, depending on the position you play. What would I say the level's like? I'd say everyone thinks they're Pep Guardiola. And you don't have the players for it. You don't have the players for it. So just relax and play the ball that you're supposed to play. You know them ones there? Each team only gets 2 visa players for 22-man squad. Now that's not the end of it, okay? So bear in mind, depending on your position, if you're a striker and you're a good striker, played at a decent level, you're more likely to find a club because obviously every team needs a goal scorer, right? And also, if you're a winger, maybe you're gonna contribute to goals, you're gonna assist goals, that kind of thing. It might be a little bit easier for you than if you were a centre back. Now, the reason why I say a centre back or left back is because they can go ahead and go get an average centre back from Australia that they don't really care that much about a centre back. You know what I mean? So you have to be an outstanding, I'd say, centre back or CDM. CDM may be a little bit different. They might want a strong holding mid, but especially centre back or left back or right back, they'd rather just go get an average right back or left back or centre back and have a decent striker rather than have a really good centre back and have a half or not someone that's not going to bag them that many goals up top. So that's the reason why I think it's harder depending on your position, whether you're a centre back, a left back coming abroad into Australia. It's going to be harder for coaches to sign you because they're rather trying a striker. The pros. The pros is the money, man. Let's be real, man. The pros is the money. The money that some of these clubs are paying players. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. When you compare it to England, especially that National League South level, and Evo stick, man are picking up maybe 3 bills, so £300, maybe 350, 300, £350. You know, they might be touching £400. Over here in NPL 1, they're picking up close to 1,500 a game. Yeah, a grand a game some players are picking up. Yeah, 100%, bro. Man was one of them still. Yeah, keep that one on the low still. But so when I say what $1,500 is probably around about £600-700. Yeah, around about that, just over half. You know what I'm saying? So these players out here, they're picking up money. There's some players that I know close to 2 grand. Yeah, close to 2 grand, man. So you can pick up decent money out here. I'm not gonna lie to you. So that's why that's a pro. If you find yourself, especially if you go to a big club with big money, yeah, the Marconis, you know what I'm saying, the Sydney Olympics. Yeah, we know they're swinging towards 1,500, 2 grand, because they're getting a lot of players that just come out at A-League and they're paying them that cash. You know what I mean? If they're forking out that sort of cash for you, they're expecting you to be Leo Messi. You know what I'm saying? They're expecting you, if you're a striker, to come in and you say, listen, that's how much I want. You better be bagging 20 goals or you'll be gone in a couple months. You know what I'm saying? So if they're paying the hefty money, they're going to expect high. That's how the game goes. You know what I'm saying? So that's a pro of coming out here. I do think the money is pretty decent. If you find something else to work with it, you can definitely enjoy the life out here. Another pro I think is the lifestyle, baby. Let's be honest, the lifestyle, baby. You know what I'm saying? Man can go to the beach. Man can go chill and relax after work. You know, I'm not really a beach guy, but the weather, you know what I'm saying? There's more of a work-life balance out here while we're in UK. You know what I'm saying? Those dogged Tuesday nights away from home, down in Berms, yeah. Nobody wants to do them trips. We know, you know what I'm saying? And that's another pro out here, the lifestyle, baby. Now let's go over to the cons, man. There's you guys can weigh up whether you think the pros or cons, which one weigh out, especially if you're trying to come over from England. If you're trying to come over from wherever, you want to weigh it up and see which one's best for you. So this is for you, man. But the cons for me are there's a lot of politics. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of politics. There's guys. But there's politics everywhere. Let's be honest, there's politics everywhere. But at the end of the day, you don't really expect it when you're playing NPL 1, you know what I'm saying? There's politics. Man are playing because they've been at the club 10 years and their grandfather is on the board. You know what I mean? Like get out of the club, bruv. Get out of the club. You're wasting time. You know, I don't even get started. Another con for the Australian system, if you're coming over, something you've got to think about is the point system. Now, the point system does not make any kind of sense to me, especially as the A-League has a completely different point system. It's like, what's the point? But the point system, the way the point system works is every team gets, I think, 200 points. And let's say an average player is worth around about 10 to maybe 15 points, even below that, depending on their age, depending where they've been, depending where they've played. They're saying an average player is worth 10 to 15 points. Now, a visa player, which you would be coming over from abroad, you're worth almost 20 points, could be worth more than 20 points. So they only get 2 visa players and each visa player is worth 20 points. Yeah. So basically you're worth almost two players. They can get 2 players for you. So that's another con to why it's harder for them to sign someone from abroad, or why they really think about it when they're signing a visa player. New South Wales has just made it really hard, or Football Australia, whatever you guys call it, they've just made it harder for foreign players. So that's something you've got to think about. Also, the way I learned this the hard way is decide which contract you sign, okay? So when you come to Football New South Wales, or whenever you come to us, Football Australia, whatever, you've got to log online, and whenever you sign with the team, you either got to sign a pro contract or an amateur contract, depending on what you think. Now, pretty much, it doesn't matter what contract you sign, because at the end of the day, they can dash you to the side after a couple of weeks or after a few months or whatever. Because I signed a contract with Northbridge, yeah, when Corona hit, man wasn't getting paid, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Man wasn't getting paid still. Same thing with Dully, signed a contract, Dulwich Hill, and then, you know what I'm saying? Man wasn't getting paid. When the thing rolled around, man wasn't getting paid. So don't worry about any contract you sign, because it really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if they want to be dodgy, they're going to be dodgy. That's the one thing that I would say out here. That's another con as well. So just think about that when you're signing contracts and you're thinking it ties in. Just read the fine print. I probably didn't read the fine print properly, but There we go. You know what I'm saying? We live and we learn, man. We live and we learn. I want to make it as short as possible. Didn't want to make it too long. Just wanted to give you a quick run around on the Australian system and how I found it. And hopefully it helps you if you're thinking about coming out here. Things to find, things to look for. And yeah, man. Olan Techers, you know how we do. Subscribe, like, and we'll see you on the next video. You get me, family?